Coach, start off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, obviously thrilled to, be hosting. I think our body of work has definitely shown throughout the season, and really happy for our seniors to be able to have, hopefully, 2 games here. We've got to take one game at a time, but just for our fans and everyone, this is a special time. And like I told the team, our 15th straight, NCAA tournament and 21 in my 23 years. So something that we don't take for granted. It's definitely a privilege, but I love the fact when teams have worked so hard all season, and like I shared with them at practice today, back when we were in the ACC, we would have those battles in conference, and then you learned from all those lessons to be able to take into the NCAA tournament and go beat up on somebody else. So now is our time, and we're looking forward to what lies ahead.
Obviously, congratulations to the whole program and you three specifically. I know it literally just happened. What do you know about Norfolk State? Obviously, for them to be a 13 seed out of the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, which is something that normally doesn't happen, obviously tells you the quality of the team of opponent that they potentially are. So, you have any thoughts on Norfolk or know anything about them?
Yeah. Obviously they're a great group. They've put in a lot of work to be in the NCAA tournament. Obviously, Diamond Johnson is the head of the snake for them. Great player, competitive. I think we need to do our job and focus on that and dial into that scout specifically for us to be successful.
Hey y'all. Obviously, that final game was a little bit disappointing. But what was the initial reaction? Because it seemed like a little bit of a surprise for either of the players.
I don't think it's a surprise. I think we've put in work all season, and I think we deserve it. Even if we lose games, we learn from it, and I think we started off with the hard schedule, and we proved that we're capable of doing the things that we did, so I don't think it's surprising.
What does it mean to be hosting at home?
It means a lot. Obviously Ohio State was a great way to go out if it was my last game at Xfinity, but getting 2 more here I feel like means a lot to me. Something I've taken for granted, and I'm excited to get back out here.
Coach, as many times as you have been through it, when you're sitting there looking at the big screen waiting for your name to be called, what is that moment like, even though you've been through it many, many times?
Yeah, your heart beats a little bit faster, and this is, I woke up at the crack of dawn this morning just knowing it was Selection Sunday and a big day, and again, I think when you've had the COVID year that we all had, and when you had it taken away from you, and just knowing how hard it is to be able to get into the NCAA tournament is something that we never take for granted. But it's always a special time to be able to do that in front of our fans, like we were able to do tonight, and then to see your name and to be selected as one of the best 16 teams in the country to be able to host is an honor, but one that these guys have put a lot of hard work into, and I know for us, we want to continue this season as long as we can.
And for the players, you just mentioned the hard work, so it's months and months of getting to this point. What's the gratification level for you, knowing that you got a little of a break and now you got to go back to work?
I think just knowing that there's hundreds of other teams that want to be in the position that we are, going out and being hungry, coming off the loss in the Big Ten tournament. We still got a chip on our shoulder, and I think, people don't respect us in the way that they should. And I think we have something to prove this time.
For KK, there's a lot of players on this team who this is going to be their first NCAA tournament game. How are you feeling about that? What lessons are you taking away from the Big Ten tournament into these next games?
I'm actually really excited. I know this is like a big time, and I've always watched it on TV the 2 years that I wasn't able to make it, so I feel like it's a blessing. And also being here to do it at Maryland with such great staff, teammates, is just like, I feel like this is where I want my first time in March to be.
And Shai, what's it like getting at least one more at home?
It's exciting. Like I said, we have the best fans in the world. It's surreal that it's my last time, but it's going to be fun. I'm going to make it fun for sure.
Brenda, this program has hosted the first weekend many times, and it's no guarantee though getting to the second weekend. What becomes more of a priority this week as you folks?
Yeah, just locking in. I mean, we've seen enough games, March Madness time, it comes down to possessions. And so, you need to tighten up, whether that be on the defensive end, a box out, making free throws offensively. And, obviously we clearly have so much respect for every team that we're going to face, but just being the most prepared team. And then, I know this team will leave everything out there on the court.
Cheyenne, what gives you cause for confidence that your final game won't be on this floor? It'll be the next weekend or the weekend after.
I have some of the best teammates in the world. I have all my trust in them, trust in the staff. We've put in a ton of work. Like I said, the Big Ten tournament wasn't us. We're walking in with a chip on our shoulder.
For Coach, what have you learned about your team over the last 2 weeks?
Yeah, this team has always shown me, great resiliency and great competitiveness. And every time we've been knocked down, whether it be, with an injury, with a loss, we've always come back and responded. And that's because of just how competitive this locker room is. And, that's something special to be able to coach. And so we all know this is a new season, and we understand what's at stake. And, I know that we're going to, go out there and leave everything we possibly have.
Just quickie, Shy, got to ask, how's the knee feeling? And did these last couple days, seems like you guys had a couple off days, did that kind of help you feel a little bit better? Are you feeling closer to yourself?
Yeah, it felt great to, have those couple off days. Thanks, Coach. But yeah, it's feeling a lot better. Like I said, just resting it and getting it right. Because I know we're about to make a deep run.
Brenda, I know it's never about one player, even just a small group of players, but I know we've been asking Shai about having more home games. What does it mean to you to see especially your seniors, have a chance to have a few more encore games, if you will, in front of the home crowd?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, when you see the men's bracket and them being sent out to Seattle, and so when you have that opportunity in our game to be able to host and to be able to send your seniors at home and have your fans and have your family and just that kind of support, because if you are sent in different directions, you never know what that's going to look like. So I love it for this entire team, because we have been through a lot this season. It hasn't been easy to win as many games as they have, and the schedule we put together, both with the non-conference as well as the conference slate. But the reason was for now, and now that they're fully prepared, and what better place to be able to do it in your own home arena.
All right, thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.